Welcome back, OGs. Hey, everybody.
Welcome back. How are you guys all doing after that long weekend?
I'm doing pretty good. I was at the lake all weekend. How were you, Caroline?
I'm pretty good. I'm very excited to be on here with you ladies. Thanks for having me.
We
Hey,
are so excited to have you.
Yay!
we are
So
so
excited.
excited to have you on the show tonight. It's amazing. I've been waiting for this for a really long time. I think it's really cool what you do.
Yes, Theramania. You're part of the Theramania.
Yes, and it's easy to become addicted to this once you discover it. And I'm
It's
so excited to bring this to our audience here. And
Yeah.
you guys, just so that you know, this is the beautiful, lovely Carolyn Scruggs, and she is here to play the theremin for us. So she's gonna show us how to make sound with hair.
That's right.
It's pretty crazy.
It is pretty awesome. I am so looking forward to it. So we do have a few things to talk about really quick before we get over to Carolyn. Carly, I know we wanted to talk about promoters really quick. And yes, be a promoter. So if you guys would like to help us in our endeavors and promote our company to other people, get people talking about it, go ahead and go to our swag shop. You will be able to pick out your own design for your own products. There's a whole plethora of things for you to choose from. You can choose your way to promote for us, and we love you for it.
We would really appreciate it, and we'll hook you up majorly if you just decide to pick out a shirt and throw some OG on it.
That's right.
I'm
That's
proud
right. And
yes, thank you. See?
yes, absolutely. There's so many things to choose from. So you guys jump onto the swag shop, be a promoter. And while you're at the swag shop, don't forget to check out our organic hemp products that are available to you.
They're pretty
And
cool.
they are pretty awesome. I'm going to be receiving my new computer bag soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. And the other thing that's really exciting about it is that, you know, every product that you purchase there, a donation is made for oceans, river cleanups, planting trees, an environmental cause, which is important to
All
us.
the good things.
All the good,
For
we
all
want
the good
the good
things.
things good. Yes. So please get into the swag shop and support us in some way so that we can help the environment and you guys can
Much
help us.
appreciated. Thank you.
Yes, please and thank you. So Carly, I hope we are technical wizards tonight.
I got you, lady.
Yeah, I'm nervous about it already. So I wanted to share with you guys, I've been taking a course through University Colorado Boulder on the history of medical spectrum because nature knew what she was doing when she created that plant. So the infographic goes on to talk about the endocannabinoid system and how cannabinoids react in your body and what they do. It also talks about the potential benefits. And we say potential because, again, there is so very little research about cannabis and its effects that we really don't know enough to say that it has this effect for sure. And further research needs to be done always. And that's also the case with potential risks of cannabis use. We also don't know enough about that to say, hey, this is the safest plant in the world. Like, you can take it all day long and nothing will happen. That's not necessarily true. what is true is that we haven't done enough research to know for sure. So it's important that we're writing our legislators and encouraging them to ease restrictions on research so that we can actually find out and have solid information and background about this plant and what it can do and what the benefits are and what the risks are, and also how we can minimize the risks. Now, some of these risks that are associated with cannabis use, let's say, for example, respiratory problems are associated with smoking and inhaling cannabis, and that's to be expected. When you interfere with your lungs, you're going to have problems, and when you smoke anything, that's going to be the case. But there's also ways to minimize those risks, like taking an oral or an edible or a topical cannabis product. And I thought it was also interesting that sometimes you'll see a ratio on your packages, and it's like 1:1 or 10:20 or whatever it is, and it's just talking about the ratio of THC to CBD in that product.
Wrong
And
pipe. Sorry,
CBD,
Sarah.
I know, right? CBD actually has these physical and natural effects in your body that actually mitigate some of the negative effects that THC has, and vice versa. So it's very interesting. I'm learning a whole lot. I'm going to bring all of this information to you guys. Most importantly, you should always talk to your doctor, consult with a physician before you start using cannabis. Make sure that you
Speaking
yes.
of that, we want to give a shout out to our ladies from Quintessence. They
Oh,
are
yeah.
on the road and they will be traveling to a town near you, I hear.
That's true. That's true. They do a lot of outreach close by. I think I will have to make sure I know the exact schedule and say, but if you're up north in the Roy area, they're going to be up there at I think it's Rocks on CBD, and they're also going to be down in St. George. So if you're in the St. George area, you can see a QMP with Quintessence down there, and also in the Cedar City area. So if you're up north, if you're down south, or if you're right in the middle,
Yeah.
we got come and see our friends at Quintessence, and they will help you get registered with the state for your medicinal card, and let them know that you're OG status, and they'll give you a little something, something, some really good water, or at least a very fine joke.
Yes, that is very true. Shout out to the lovely ladies.
Yes, and I'll make sure to post that schedule of where they're traveling up on the website, and also we'll be posting that infographic so you guys can take a closer look. And as always, I am a scholar. I posted my sources. This is not just information I'm pulling out of thin air.
That was just
check out the links.
I just scrolled through it real fast. If you want to read the whole thing and actually see what it says, then you'll have to go and check it out at our website.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So, and I'm looking forward to the next part of that course is about chronic pain and how cannabis affects chronic pain. The whole series is geared towards mental health professionals. And like my background, my educational background lies in psychology. I have my bachelor's and associates in psychology, and I'm planning that master's. It's coming soon. So this was a really good course for me to take for ongoing training, and I'm learning a lot that I never knew I didn't know. So
that's great, though. I'm glad you like it, and look at all this wonderful information we get from it. I love that. Thank you for being so supportive.
Yes, and addicted to education.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny too. They said one of the things that could be a drawback is that you don't have as much capacity to learn. I don't know, because I'm a little bit addicted to education, so I might be the exception to the rule, but I love my CBDs, and I'm addicted to education, never going to stop learning. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get to the point where I can do the research, and I'll conduct the research that needs to be done.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about, conducting our own research.
Yes.
But yeah, speaking of research, please do explain our musical experience tonight. How did you get into all of this?
Well, I guess, so I've been a musician my whole life, went to school for vocal performance, and la-di-da, was in the opera world for a little while, and then switched over to the jazz world, and then just happened to, I was actually out west in Arizona, in Phoenix. They have a musical instrument museum there, and they have this huge room where you can just play any kind of instrument, and they had a theremin. And I'd heard about like this like culty, you know, instrument that only music nerds know about, really, but I had never seen one in person. I definitely never touched one. I was about to say touched one, but obviously that's not a thing. I had never played one, because you don't touch it. You play it without touching it. And that's the fantastic thing about this instrument. It's also the very first electronic instrument that was ever invented. So that's kind of cool. And when I first played it, something happened and it just clicked, and it felt like a second voice to me, because, you know, voice is like first and foremost my instrument. And so I got one for Christmas a couple years ago and taught myself, and then added a bunch of weird stuff to it, started writing music of my own on it, and then here we are today.
Beautiful. It's amazing. It is so amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty wild and very weird. I get a lot of weird stares whenever I'm playing it, husking outside. People are like, "Oh."
Have you heard of an artist? I think his name is That One Guy, and he plays on a pipe, like on a
The boot.
Yeah, like on a big long metal pipe. Yeah, he is pretty crazy. My friend Aspen, shout out to Apples, she introduced me to, his name is That One Guy, and he has this song, Weasel Pot Pie. And he just plays the whole thing like it's just him. And it's so crazy. It reminds me a lot of that.
I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, I'll send you the link for sure. It's pretty cool.
It's very interesting.
Awesome. Cool.
I love.
Yeah, one of the cool things about. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, one of the cool things about playing such a like blatantly just odd, interesting instrument is all of the connections that I've made with people, because it is so head turning, and the people who are interested in it are generally like weird people who like weird things, which is totally my kind of person. So obviously, you fit the bill. So yeah, so it's not connection.
Yes.
That is really cool. I was going to say, one of my favorite things about the theremin you were explaining is that it's a scientific instrument. That it, I think, wasn't it? I can't remember. You should tell the scientific part of it, how it was invented.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go ahead and give you guys your very first beginner theremin lesson in a nutshell.
Yay! All right.
Yay! All right. So here's the essentials of what's happening. Basically, when we're playing air, I'm playing the electromagnetic waves that are in the air that are coming from these two antennas. So this one is flat, this one is up and down. And so I'm kind of acting as a conductor in this circuit, if you will. So the left hand controls the volume. So I put this up and down.
Oh, that's
right? And then this hand controls the pitch, and the fretboard is essentially like the fretboard, if y'all are familiar with stringed instruments, is essentially from this antenna to my collarbone. So when I move toward the antenna, higher and lower, right? And then the rest is cake.
That's awesome.
But yeah, but those are the very, very essential foundational things. And then there, like any other instrument, there are hand positions that you can use to better enhance the quality of the sound and your pitch. And it really helps to have a very good ear when you're playing the air.
Excellent.
That is so cool. Well, I can't wait to hear something. Would you mind playing a song for us?
Yes.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
Please, Jen, thank you.
Yay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go ahead. I think I'm going to start off with my latest song that I wrote a couple weeks ago. I've been you guys know I've been on the road for the last 3 weeks. Literally just got home to Virginia a couple days ago after living out of my car and did the classic cross-country road trip, but very isolated, hence the living out of my car, like in the middle of nowhere. And no bathrooms. We peed in the wild a lot. And it was fantastic. It was really great. Anyway, I digress.
Road trips like that usually are. That sounds like a great time.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. But anyway, so I wrote this song out in New Mexico in a couple hours, and it was very inspired by our experience. My buddy went with me by our experiences as we were getting into the higher ground. I wrote this song. It's called Altitude Sickness. What's that?
I said, oh, altitude sickness. That's not good.
You know, you guys probably don't have it at all because you're just used to it out there.
Yeah.
Lucky duck.
Sometimes when I like travel down to Colorado, I'll get it a little bit, but thank goodness for dispensaries that help with that.
Yeah. Amazing. So yeah, so it turned into like this weird love song thing, and I love it. I love how it turned out. I haven't this morning actually. I kind of tried it out on a little virtual show, but other than that, I have not played it for anyone. So,
ooh, original! Thank you for sharing
this little ditty.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so let me just get my key down, and then we'll start. Okay. You guys ready for this? Let me tune up really quick. The other thing about the theremin is that it's a very finicky instrument. You have to tune and retune because depending on what's near it, the pit, like, it changes. It's wild. Give me 1 second. Gotta make sure all my loopies are good. Okay.
Last night in a cold, cold sweat, I awoke with a pounding head, and the pulsing seemed to be your name. It's a symptomatic wonderland where the consequences haven't caught up just yet, and I'm sickly happy, no one but myself to blame. I was afraid to diagnose through the internet. You know how it is these days. So I found a really, really old dictionary, turned to the very first page, and there it was, in black and white, the explanation for the sickening high. It's a strung out, shameful, sorry sight to witness. Baby, you give me altitude sickness. You give me altitude sickness. Tottering on the edge of your whimsy, clumsily clawing at my way to the top. It's the knees knocking, jelly legs rocking. Won't you tell me I'm your oxygen? And there it was, in black and white, the explanation for the sickening high. It's a strung out, shameful, sorry sight to witness. And there it was, in black and white, the explanation for the sickening high. It's a strung out, shameful, sorry sight to witness. Baby, you give me altitude sickness. Give me altitude sickness. Give me altitude sickness. Da, da, da.
Yay!
That was so awesome.
That was the coolest thing. I love that.
Thank you. I love it
So
too.
beautiful. That was so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a fun one.
That was amazing.
Definitely a fun
So
one. It got stuck in my head this morning after I heard it in the live stream. I was walking around singing it all day.
Yeah. It's really catchy one. Hell yeah. Yeah, well, can I tell you guys a little bit about the history of this instrument?
Yes, please. Thank you.
So, like I said, it's the oldest electronic instrument ever invented, and it was invented by this guy named Leon Theremin. He was a Russian physicist. This was exactly 100 years ago in 1920 in the Soviet Union. And he kind of accidentally invented it. He was going for like wartime technology and ended up creating this really weird instrument. And loved it. He loved it. He believed in it. He started taking it on tour throughout the world, and a lot of people really liked it. He was selling out concert halls and doing all kinds of shows everywhere. Came to America. Americans loved it. And he actually found his protege, Miss Clara Rockmore in New York, who you can still look her up. You'll probably, when you look her up on YouTube, she wears like a turban, and she's like the first badass theremin player, really. Like she was the pioneer.
Way cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it was throughout the 20s, and he was so convinced that this was going to be like a family household instrument, which would be wild if that was true. Yeah, like why isn't it? But what happened was the Great Depression happened, and suddenly, very suddenly, instruments became a luxury that a lot of people couldn't afford, and so this definitely was out of the question for like anyone all of a sudden, and it kind of fell out of the eye of the masses. But you'll see it resurge throughout the 20th century in different tiny little pockets of culture, like the Twilight Zone era shows, and the Beach Boys use it, and other rock bands will like bring it on and do weird noises with it. But very rarely will you hear it played like an instrument,
like that,
musically.
like you guys did. That was so beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, and very, very rarely will you hear it played like with a loop station and effects pedals hooked up to it and stuff like that. I've seen a couple people doing it, but which yay!
It's amazing.
It's just such a versatile instrument. Thank you. Yeah, it's been really fun. If people are interested in hearing more of my original tunes, I have a single out that you can, it's literally the first thing you see when you go to carolinescruggs.com, and you can download it for free. It's called Paradise, and it's just the theremin and me looping those things. And it's really interesting and weird. I haven't recorded Altitude Sickness just yet, or I haven't put it out yet, because like I said, I just wrote it. But Paradise It's very cool. So I hope you guys will go check that out. It's also on Spotify. But I would love for you to go join my email community, get a free download of a song to take anywhere with you.
Don't mind if I do.
Perfect. Cool. Well, should I play something else?
Yes, please. I would love to. I would love to see another one. Anything you got, just throw it up there.
Cool. Okay. Well, I like to try to do a little mix of originals and then and some covers, some cool covers.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, I was doing a virtual show, which if you are on here and you would like to know when I'm playing live, I'm usually at least doing this once a week somewhere on Facebook. So you can just go to my website, follow all the socials, or sign up for my email list, and you will know when I'm playing. But anyway, a couple of weeks ago, somebody requested, I like to take requests, somebody requested House of the Rising Sun. And I was like, man, that song.
A good one.
Made.
Yes.
That's one of my all-time favorite songs. Like, I could hear that song, that whole album on repeat all the time. My dad used to play it on an old record player.
Awesome.
I love it.
Just so good. So, okay, well, now I hope that I do it justice for you.
It's going to be amazing. I think that any way
it.
you can make music and create music and use old music is awesome. I love the marriage between the two and how creative people can get with it. That's my favorite part.
Totally. Well, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Let's see.
It's so trippy.
It's so cool.
Okay, I have to retune. Hang on. Oh, and if you go to my YouTube channel, you guys, which shoot, I should have sent you the link, but it's at carolinescruggs.com. You can find my YouTube channel. I post videos once a week. I give a 6-minute beginner theremin lesson. So you should check that out because I go into more detail than I did. Okay. Focus, Caroline. Okay, here we go. House of the Rising Sun, baby.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
That was awesome. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. That was so cool.
Thank you. Hell yeah. Yeah, so I love taking requests and I love adding fans' requests to my list of songs. And usually, the songs that are the most conducive to this instrument are generally slower, you know, like really pretty long melodies. Obviously, like eerie songs are great, creepy songs. But yeah, I've done a lot of different kinds of covers. Sometimes I do classical music on it. I do Claire de Lune, or yeah, that's what it's called, right? The really beautiful Debussy one, yeah. Which I would do that right now, but I haven't practiced it in like months. Very difficult. But instead, I thought that I would do another original. It's no Debussy, but it's called Is This Normal? Which, if you're with me, it most certainly isn't. Sarah, you mentioned this song when you reached out.
Yes.
So I figured that I would do this one and dedicate it to you, girl.
Oh,
Thank you.
that is love. That is love.
Yeah, man. So, and before I do, I just want to take a second to talk about my nifty EP CD that I'm running a special right now. This is my EP, my very first one. It's called Caroline's.
That's cool.
Best name in the world. That's my dog Lila playing my banjo, which I did. I did the art. I also surprise. I'm an artist, and I do custom portraits of people's pets playing any instrument they want.
Oh, my mom would love that.
So note that if you have pets or you know somebody who loves pets and music, it's a great Christmas gift. Anyway, point being, if you go to my Patreon, which is basically like a monthly subscription service where you get all kinds of cool shiz for joining my creative family, that if you go and sign up by let's say, what day is it? Monday? By Wednesday, then I will personally mail you a free EP CD so that you can turn it out in your car to my music. You can literally sign up for like $3 a month to support me, and it goes to me. I'm a full-time professional musician and artist. This is what I do for a living, and of course it's really hard right now with Corona. No gigs are to be found anywhere, so it's a really, really cool way for my community to come together, for us to have a support system, because I super believe in supporting people and their creative living, no matter who you are. It's very important to be creating, especially right now.
Indeed.
Insane, you know. So go over there, check out all the cool benefits you get for being on different tiers. Yes, the link is below. Patreon.com/Caroline Scruggs. I will mail you a free CD, you guys. Who doesn't love free things? Am I right?
I do.
Yes.
Will you also be signing them though? Do we get a little autograph? Okay.
I will. I shall. Thank you, Carly.
Okay.
I shall.
$5 a month.
It just went up.
Yeah, for $5 I'll autograph it. Cool. All right. So that's my shameless plug. But seriously, I'm really proud of, just like you guys seem to be building a really strong, badass community of people. You know,
Yes.
That's what the world needs more of, is for people to feel like they belong to a tribe that's very supporting and loving, and we just have to keep going. You know, we need more and more of that. So
we need a lot of people in our life. Yes, we need everybody to just love one another.
Exactly.
Celebrate the connections.
Cause is so much easier, you know, to bring people together. So anyway, with that, I shall play you a weird song called.
Yes.
Would you please?
I will.
Make sure you guys check her out. Go to her website, Tip Jar. Venmo's below. So I'm just saying, this is a once in a lifetime rare opportunity. You get to see this in live action. Just saying.
For real.
And honestly, even if I know there's so many acts and cool thingies out there right now, and I completely understand if people don't have money in their pocket, or there's just too much to donate to. I totally get that. Even if that's the case, I hope that you will go to carolinescruggs.com, join my email list, because you don't need to pay me anything. Honestly, if you just join my community and you send me a message and you tell me your story and you connect with me, that's all I'm really here for. You know, that's what keeps me sane and alive and whole. And so
Nice.
That's why you are so amazing. You have the most beautiful soul. It's so beautiful.
Thank
I know.
you.
An incredible energy.
It is.
Thank
Your
you.
energy just blows me away. It's so beautiful.
Oh, well, y'all too. This is lovely. All right. You guys ready? Ready for
Yes.
this?
Thank you. Yes.
Let's do it. Ah. Oh, I know what's happening. I didn't tune. Silly me. Got it. Okay, here we go. Slide down the voice. Slide down the water slide, but in my dream it's just a trickle. Is it a good day if I trade a penny for a nickel? In the sandbox or the corporate games? Find inner peace and then it's time to be the perfect person. You write the words and you're so sure that everyone will listen. Then you realize all the words are just the same. Is this normal? Have I found it yet? For the mean and nasty terrorist inside my head. Is this normal? Have I found it yet? For the mean and nasty terrorist inside my head. All the chagrin and shit that comes with life is inconvenient. Bury it deep and hope that nobody will ever see it. Or as the hip guys say, let it all hang out. We came here each of us alone, but are we really strangers? To think I knew you where you came from, though, is even stranger. Can you help me please fight myself for the right of humanity? I am delicate, but I am durable. I am not the things I've done, but I am here. Is this normal? Have I found it yet? For the mean and nasty terrorist inside my head. Is this normal? Have I found it yet? For the mean and nasty terrorist inside my head. Is this normal? Have I found it yet? For the mean and nasty terrorist inside my head. Is this normal? Have I found it yet? For the mean and nasty terrorist inside my head. Is it normal? No.
Oh, I love that one so much.
That is so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, that was fun.
I can't wait to get
was
your
definitely
EP. I am so excited now. I am going to be jamming that all the time.
Yay! I'm so glad. Good.
So everybody, you guys, check out Carolyn Scruggs, www.carolinscruggs.com. Drop something in that Venmo jar because I know you guys have never seen anything like that in your lives.
Oh,
That was some crazy music playing.
Yeah, that was really cool.
thank you. Well, it's been a pleasure to be on here with you guys. You're so
Yes.
great, and I just have all the faith that your biz is gonna take off and be super successful.
Well,
So,
Thank you so much.
we appreciate that, and we love so much that you came on and shared your beautiful voice and soul and music with us. You're outstanding.
love to do it. Love to do it. Thank you. Anytime.
No problem. Make sure you guys go check out our website, check out our Venmo, hook it up. We loved having you on. Anytime you want to come on, just let us know. And
We'd love to
let
have
us
you.
know when you're going to be on tour. Once all this crazy madness goes away, let us know when you're on tour. And yeah, if you guys know anybody else who would be amazing and want to come on the show, make sure you let us know.
Definitely. You guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did because my mind's blown right now.
It was so amazing. So cool. So thanks, OGs, for tuning in and having another great music experience with us. And thank you again for being on with us, Sarah. OGs, we love you. Thanks for being on the journey with us. You're
Turn
amazing.
on notifications.